Hi, y'all. This is Sparrow from Sparrow International, and this is baby sparrows all around. Hey, everyone, say hi.
Hi.
So today, hi, say hi. So today we're gonna address. Okay, they're silly, and you just spit all over my shoulder. Ew. So we're gonna address the joys of family. I think in this time, you know, it's important to put our families up there. She's trying to get the puppies. This is newest members to the family. Say hi. Say hi. This is Akari and this is Dakota. So and then we got Roman, Charlotte the snake, and Zoe the cat. So we're a full house.
Kaya, you're sitting on it. It whined.
Can you watch?
I tried to be in the camera.
Give me a second. Let me settle these ones. So we're back. We settled everyone down. You see, everyone settled down safely. So is Dakota. Where is Dakota? Dakota's safe. Well, safe. So I think it's important to do this video about the joys of family because I notice a lot more the culture today. I had children, what you would consider young, but when I was growing up, that was actually a good age because, teen parenting was very high. But I think the problem I notice with people with families, without families, I'm sorry, without, children, is how they view children. We got to fight the conditioning. Children are not a commodity, liability, or a problem. They're a gift. My babies, the things I couldn't accomplish. I'm gonna keep it real, and my daughters know a lot about my past and things that I've been through. I had no motivation. I lived my life. I traveled a lot. I always did things. If you hear screaming in the background, that's my daughter playing a video. She's a gamer, my oldest, and hardcore gamer. And right now, I guess she's getting her ass whooped.
So am I.
We're all gamers. So what happened was, before I had children, simple little tasks. We all procrastinate, right? And I procrastinated a lot. And procrastination is actually the biggest issue to leading towards your personal success. A lot of people think that personal success is because other people are stopping them, but it's also the procrastination of the day-to-day things that will help you lead to the biggest goal. You're supposed to set small goals and achieve small goals. Can you stop? We're supposed to set small goals and then set small goals daily to achieve those small goals that will lead us to a much larger goal that we might have that's in the long run. Before I had kids, I didn't give a shit about none of that. I just lived my life. However, I was a very free spirit, still am, but my children are my anchor. And I'm able to listen. You couldn't get me to go to class in high school. I couldn't even commit to anything. Even a relationship. my husband was like, my mother went to my husband and was like, oh, how you gonna get her to tame? No one could tame her. And he's like, simple, I'm gonna get her pregnant. And that's exactly what he did. But usually people think it's the other way around, but it was actually, that was the truth. My husband got me pregnant to tame me because it worked. He was right. I was a very free spirit, very I also had a lot of trauma with me, and I didn't want to work on none of that. I smoked cigarettes, I smoked weed, I drank a lot, partied to try to numb the pain from my traumas inside. And then when I had my first baby, I remember the first time I found out I was pregnant with her, which is my baby girl Tariana. Can you not block each other from the video? My baby girl Tariana, which is my 14-year-old at this very moment, when I first got pregnant with her, I was smoking cigarettes, right? And I had 2 Lucy's. And I remember feeling something inside me and saying, no, don't smoke these. And I told that to my husband. I was like, yo, someone's telling me not to smoke this. I feel it in me. Let's go to the doctors, get a pregnancy test. And then And that was October 31st, 2007. And sure enough, and I still have the pregnancy test. And sure enough, um, I was pregnant. I was pregnant with. I don't know if you hear the screaming in the background, but I'm cracking up because she screams like that when her friends are whooping her ass. But anyways, um, so I found out I was pregnant with her, and the first thing I did, something I could never do before, was break those cigarettes, and I didn't look back. I quit smoking. I quit smoking weed. I quit drinking. I changed my whole lifestyle around. I did a whole 360. And everyone who knew me in my past would say that I was a big wild card. And they were surprised and shocked by the change that occurred to me when I had children. So, and then after that, I wanted to open up my own business. And I struggled with that prior to having children, but my children motivated me to do it, especially having girls, because I'm a female and I knew and understood the responsibility of the example I was setting for my daughters. So children they're not a problem. I always tell my baby girls, do I regret having you guys?
No.
What makes it hard in raising you guys?
The people and traffickers.
Trying to protect my babies from other people. That's what makes having children, I would say, the most difficult, because it kind of takes from the joy and the experience when other people are trying to attack something you love, because either their intention, like my immediate family, I came from a very abusive background. My stepfather sexually abused me. My mother allowed it and physically abused me and mentally and verbally abused me. And then she allowed my siblings to partake in that abuse as well. And then I broke all that. I broke the chains. I broke all the chains of those generational curses, because my motivation were these. Oh, look at them. Those are my joys. Oh, I love them. And that was the reason why I did what I did, because I'm able to accomplish my GPA at this very moment in school. I could barely get a C in high school or junior high or even elementary school. It was very difficult, especially, now knowing and understand psychology when you're going through abuse at home and you're under a lot of stress. Of course, that does affect your grades, but I didn't know that at that time, and I had a lot of pressure to achieve high grades, but I had no motivation to do it. But my babies, I got a 3.0 GPA, something I couldn't even accomplish before having kids. I've finished, I lost count how many semesters, but I'm considered a sophomore, and I'm almost done having my associate's degree. And I was able to do that because these little joys right here, not including the puppies, but the puppies are a joy. Oh my God, they're so cute. I got the puppies because I have a baby fever, and I'm still single, so there's some candidates, but the truth is, I'm not trying to rush into anything. It's different for me now than when I was younger and single. It would have been easier to get involved and run with the woes of the heart, but these days it's very dangerous and I got to be very careful about who I let into my family. So, I've accepted the fact that my time for children has came and went, even though I would love to have one more or two more. I love a big family. But it's not happening, so I got puppies. But children are just, if I could just tell you the joys that children bring to your life, don't hold back. Don't hold back from having those children. I know we're taught to focus on our careers now. We're taught to focus on so much, especially with inflation and financial strife. But the universe does provide. You do get blessed. And then those things that you normally would not want to deal with, you're forced to deal with that once you have children. And they're a great driving force. They're my driving force. I don't know. I know people out there who've lost children, and my heart goes out to them because, the joys of having a baby, the joys of having your child, just feeling her lay on me like this. It's just the love that consumes me. It's so much. And the truth is, guys, love, true love is in abundance. You never can, it's never limited. It's not. Limitations really is just on our expectations. There's limitations due to our you know, due to our logic, but love is not logical. Love is actually the complete opposite. Love is just, it's just so great, it's so beautiful that you when you feel it, all you want to do is spread it. And I feel it. I feel it for my babies. And I see people always trying to test the bitch and always trying to test to make me not feel that love. But I do. And there's nothing they can do to take that feeling from me. And all I want to do is spread it. I want to spread the love that I feel and the joy and the unconditional love with my babies. Even when do you know a little trick that I do is when I know I have to talk to somebody that I cannot fucking stand. Excuse me. Well, they know.
Yeah.
But someone I cannot stand. Let's keep it PG, right? But I will grab my babies, hug them, kiss them, and then absorb that love and then go out and deal with what I got to deal with, because their love towards me is so unconditional. I can make several mistakes, and even though they'll feel bad and everything, at the end of the day, they still love me, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's no matter, oh, kisses. Can I get kisses? No matter, oh, see? Oh, how can I, oh, if you understood the feeling. So my children are my driving force, and I believe your children can be your driving force too. Don't hold back. Have a baby. Babies are a joy, and they motivate you in ways that I never would have been motivated. And I have a forgiving heart. I do. Having a forgiving heart does not mean you just I think like letting things go is not a good thing, because we're letting people go without accountability, and then it doesn't check that behavior. So there's a difference between letting things go and leading with love. I lead with love, and I execute with logic. And then there's nothing anyone can take. Oh my God, look at the bundle of joys. Oh my God, they're so fucking cute. Oh my God, they're so cute. And if I could just pop out more, I would. First of all, I loved being pregnant. Ladies, being pregnant is so cool. It's the best feeling in the world. It really is.
It sounds like the worst though, because you have to give birth. When you give birth, the mothers always cry.
Well, that's because, the birthing process is painful. But they have epidural, and I did that twice. This one I pushed out thanks to yoga. I pushed her out 3 times. And she was out. This one I was screaming, and everyone, I thought screaming would help with the cramps, and well, not cramps, but the contractions. And I found out the hard way, it makes them worse. Is breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. And my firstborn, and it was funny with her, I told them, I put in the notes, like, don't let me cave and get the epidural, because I'll be under duress, and I don't want the epidural, right? Because I caved with my firstborn, and not only did I get the epidural, they gave me my own juice pen, and I was like, juice, juice, juice. I was terrified. And then, so, yeah, so, but it's actually better without it. Yeah, and it actually makes the birthing experience shorter, because the pain, when you follow the pain is just a natural, it's just a natural instinct to push. So when you follow that pain and you feel that pain, that contraction, you just want to push. So, but when the epidural numbs you, now you don't feel like pushing. And then that's a risk for the baby. The baby could be sitting inside your stomach, losing oxygen. So, but what happened was, or the birth canal. depending on where the baby is. Because usually when you're in labor, the baby's already moved into the birth canal. And but what happened was the joys that I felt and the goals that I was able to accomplish, even with my business, even with my political idealisms and social changes that I'm trying to address, a lot of it's my motivation is these girls. I just don't want this world to be the way it is at the moment for them to grow up. I don't. I feel like if I with my girls, if I participate in changing that, I will leave a better place for my babies, because I know and understand that I'm not always going to be here. And it's what's more important is leaving a better world for my daughters to thrive in. And I feel like part of that change that we what are you doing? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. No, 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 no. Get out of my face. You see. But part of that change that, that motivates me is because I know I want to change things because I want it for my baby girls. And I feel like a lot of people are disheartened today with all the struggles, the financial strifes, the social issues that are coming up, the injustices. And then we've chosen, a lot of people out there have chosen not to have children. They're in their mid to late 30s. They're at that age where they can make political change and social change, but they have nothing driving them. In fact, it's inconvenient. But if it was your child and you had a baby and you understood that these things that you are forced to address to help better things for your child, where do you think that change will come from? Where do you think that motivation to go out there and face these things, even though you're afraid of them, will come from? I every day get scared. I confront people all the time about the injustices that I've faced, that my family's faced, that other families are facing, and I get scared. I get scared every day. I get scared. I get scared of the consequences of what that's going to do for me. I get scared of the consequences for my children. But I know by doing nothing will be worse than doing something for my babies. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were all tricked. Financially, we were tricked by not having, come on. Those are the adjectives.
I want to say something.
All right, in a second. By not, you see, you made me lose my thoughts.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, by not having children. Oh yes, that's where I was getting at. How we was financially tricked. Inflation, all these things and even birth control, the encouragement of birth control, the encouragement to have children later. What this does psychologically, first of all, psychologically for women, men, the reason why you see us so desperate to hit the marriage line and have children, besides safety concerns, is also because we are biologically on a time clock. The reality is, one day my eggs will no longer be produced. One day my eggs are gonna be done, and then even I'm 39 now, so in a few more years my eggs are gonna even depreciate in the, I wouldn't say value, but what is the word I'm looking for?
Unhealthy?
Yeah, they're not as healthy. Yes, my eggs wouldn't be as strong and healthy as the eggs that I've already produced in my younger years. So these are natural biological things that we are made to do, and then we're going against these natural instincts of coming together as a community and building families for the sake of money. And then we're wondering why we're all bitter out there. I know sometimes I have to battle bitterness in me just because my husband's not here with me. It hurts. It hurts every day. And then also sometimes when I come across like an asshole out there dating, it's even worse because now I'm like, damn, I'm like forced to face this stuff when I already picked a life partner that I want to grow old with, and then now I have to eat shit all over again. And as a single mom, with whatever stigmatizations come with that, prior to me being a single mother, I'm mixed Puerto Rican and Black and Cherokee, right? I grew up around Italians, Queens, Flushing, Queens, Glendale, Queens, and then Ronkonkoma, Long Island. But now that I'm a single black mother, that's all they see. And then the assumption is that I'm from the hood, I'm ghetto and stuff like that. And there ain't nothing wrong with my hood sisters. Shout out to you, my sisters out there. That's why this bitch learned hood talk, because I love it. It's a great play on words. I think it's a show of intelligence from a community. Now, you said who wanted to say something? Kaya, you said you wanted to say something?
Yeah.
So I give my daughters a voice and a platform to speak up. Go ahead. Say what you want to say. Keep the angle this way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so happy for Halloween because it makes me so happy. It makes everyone so happy. You get the treats that you want when you're looking for candy in the candy store. You can't find the candy, but then when it's Halloween, you go and trick or treating, and it's like, ooh.
You're moving the camera too much. All right. Well, so guys, we know she's excited about Halloween. So in case you didn't know when we're making this video, Halloween's right around the corner. You have anything to say?
I have to flex about how my puppies are laying on me. Wow.
That's so cute. Okay, so there you go. A glimpse into Sparrow's specials. This is the family. This is why I put those videos out. This is why I speak up. This is why I stand up. This is why sometimes in other situations I would not eat shit. I would eat shit. But I also live in my empowerment, because baby girls, do I want you guys to speak up for yourselves?
Yes.
Say that louder. Do I want you guys to speak up for yourselves?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what does mommy teach you about speaking up for yourselves?
I forget.
In one ear and out the other. I teach them about speaking up for themselves, is that no one's going to stand up for you better than you. So I'm my best advocate. I'm my family's best advocate. So everything I do is for my family. Hopefully, we'll have more additions to our family. In the meantime, this is my family as it is. And I absolutely am so... She's growling. She's having a dream and growling in her sleep. So precious. Okay, she stopped. But yeah, this is why I do what I do. So ladies and gentlemen, having children are a joy. They're a gift and a blessing. And if I could have more, I would. Definitely would. All right, sending you love, peace, and unity. Follow us at Sparrow, INTL. Also, website sparrowinternational.org, soon to be sparrowinternational.us. And the reason why I'm changing .org is because we are not a non-for-profit. Just to be clear, we're a for-profit. We are a for-profit public relations firm that focuses on community relations between police, community, and officials. And we address social issues and social changes and judicial reform, creating a dialogue amongst these individuals and keeping the dialogue going, so that this way, when things do come up, we don't get silenced. Right, ladies and gentlemen? We're tired of being silenced, so speak up. Even if you can't and you're afraid to, have a baby. That'll motivate you to speak up. All right, guys. Peace.